Hi guys! It's been so long since I pulled out my vlog camera. Or since okay, that's not true. I do vlog quite frequently. I'm really bad at editing and uploading. So I'm still super behind with that. But first things first, I have two huge announcements that are big things in my life that I just haven't had a chance to vlog about yet. One of the, all right, there's actually three huge things. Two of them have made my life amazing, and one of them made my life hell for like 2 weeks or something. But all right, I'll start with the bad news, because yeah, bad news is I got in a car accident. I will post pictures. I'm trying to keep this vlog fairly short because it's just kind of an update, but yeah, I got in a car accident. This was at the end of August, so it was actually a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to vlog about it. Plus, I mean, I'm not really excited to vlog about it. It's terrible. If you look at the pictures, you can see that it's terrible. Basically, and honestly, I wouldn't really be telling you guys about this if I didn't think that this was a memory. Like, not, I mean, it's not a good memory. It's not necessarily something I want to remember. But like, my reason for vlogging at this point is so I can look back on these memories. Good, bad, whatever. I can just remember these things. I'm not saying I have terrible memory. I kind of do, but also, you know, one day when I have kids, like, I want them to be able to see these videos too. Anyways, yeah, so basically end of August, so it was honestly a few days after school had started, and what happened was we were in like stop and go traffic, like, but it was terrible. It was like, at one point it might be like 20 miles per hour, which is on a highway, like, that's terrible still. But like, we're moving, and then all of a sudden, you know, cars are just completely stopping. And what happened was, like, there's this huge pickup truck in front of me, and it just completely stopped. And this truck is huge. I drive a sedan, so I could not see the car in front of the truck. Like, if you can see the car in front of the truck, you know when to slow down and when to stop. And I mean, I was maybe going like 15, 20. Like, I was not even going that fast in the first place, but this car stopped immediately. And like, there's time when you can like tap on your brake or like slow down without actually having to like firmly step on your brakes. But I had done that, and I was getting way too close to this truck, so I had to like seriously stop. And then I have this habit of always looking in my rear view mirror. It's just out of habit. I don't know why, I just do it. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I mean, I do it obviously like when I'm turning or like when I need to, but like, and also like if I'm going like over 5 miles above the speed limit or something, then I will look to make sure there's not a cop, because like, you know how cops are in some cities, they're like, you went 1 mile over the speed limit, you know. Anyways, so I'm looking in my rear view mirror, and I see the car behind me like coming to a, looks like it's coming to a stop. I mean, it's getting closer and closer to me, and at one point it's out of my view of the rear view mirror, if that makes any sense. And that's when it hit me, and that car hit me, so my head went like flinging forward, and then I hit the car in front of me because that car pushed me. Like, I was at a complete stop, and that car, like, this maybe lasted like 15-20 seconds. Like, I was like looking, at most, honestly, I was like looking in my mirror, and all of a sudden it happened. So I felt 2 collisions, and I've watched movies, I've watched TV shows, I've been in like a fender bender before, but this was like those movies and TV shows where you're looking in the mirror and all of a sudden it happens, you know. I don't know why I just said, you know, because nobody's gonna respond to me, but And of course, you know, it was like a great day, and I got out of class early, so I was so excited to go home. And on top of that, I was gonna have burgers, like my dad was gonna grill, and so I didn't eat lunch because I ran out of time, and I had breakfast, don't worry, but I like ran out of time to eat lunch, and I was gonna like grab food at home right when I got home, and all of that happened. I opened my car door and I'm screaming and crying hysterically. Like, it might not sound like the damage is that bad, but like if you look at the picture, you can kind of understand. I'm alone in the car. I've never been alone in the car during a fender bender or any accident I've ever been in. None of them. I've been in like one fender bender coming out of a parking spot, and this car's right next to me, and I had checked my mirror and checked that mirror, but I guess like all of a sudden it was like right there, because I think it honestly changed from another lane, and I went into them, and that was like, yeah, I had to replace my door, but it was mostly just because of like paint and scratching, and my car got like a little bit dented from that, but I gotten that fixed and everything. And you know, then this happened. I mean, that happened like over a year ago, but then like this happened, and at that time I wasn't alone. Like, my friends were in the car, and yeah, and this time I was like alone, and guys, I don't know how to explain to you. It was so scary. I've slammed on my brakes before, and I've never had, you know, everything go flying before. And this time, like after the accident, like when I looked at my car, everything was out. Every cassette, every CD or whatever in the console, like everything was out. And just seeing that was like, made me think like, geez, like that's how bad that like impact was. My neck hurt, my head hurt, my head really did hurt, and I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I seriously, like, and part of that was probably my nerves. Like, I could not stop crying. Like I like looked to make sure that there was nobody coming. For whatever reason at that moment there was nobody coming. I mean, yeah, everybody was like stopped and like staring at what just happened, but I swung open my door and I'm bawling, screaming, crying. Like, I just want to get out of the car. I wanted to so badly to just run out of that car. Like, I didn't want to be in that car anymore. I felt 2 collisions. Like, of course I wanted to get out of that car. Apparently this guy like pulled over just because like he saw how badly I was crying, and he said that he couldn't keep driving knowing that I was crying like that. So yeah, but I don't know, honestly. Like, the traffic was that bad that this car could have like looked for a second, like, you know, another car or something else. It's not saying that they were texting. I'm not saying that they were, I don't know, doing anything like illegal or anything. Like, I have no idea, but that's how quickly it could have happened. Like, all they had to do was like look away for 1 second, half a second, look up, look down. Like, it didn't matter. Like, that's how fast my car stopped, how fast the car in front of me stopped. And then, but I don't think that this car, whatever they were doing, I don't think that they were, I mean, they obviously weren't paying attention, but because they like, it's not like it stopped into me, if that makes sense. It went into me. Like, that's why my neck hurt so badly for weeks after. They were probably going like 25-30 miles per hour when I'm completely stopped. So, and it's just things like that that make you appreciate life. Yeah, at that point I wasn't like, God, I'm so lucky. I was like, I'm so upset. I feel so sick. I just want to get out of this car. I just want to see the people I love. And I called my dad bawling. Like, I was incoherent, I think. Like I was crying so hard, like he couldn't understand what I was saying. He had to be like, Olivia, like, where are you? Like, tell me where to get you, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it was bad. And then it got worse because, like, so if any of you, alright, these wispies are like annoying. If any of you have ever gotten in a car accident, then you probably know that if the police get involved, no, it's not even if the police get involved. If the insurance gets involved, then you're gonna get a lot of phone calls having to do recorded statements. And normally, like, I didn't think anything of it, because like I said, in my last like fender bender or whatever, technically I guess it was like all my fault because I went and there was a car next to me, which like, yeah, probably was my fault. But I totally did not see that car. But so when I had to give the recorded statement, I was like, yeah, I didn't see that car, but I'm gonna take fault because like that. And they're like, that's how it works. And like they're like, that's how it works, like if you're parked and you come out of parking spot, then you are at fault. So I was like, okay, great. But this time, you know, I wasn't at fault. But this, I'm not gonna say the name of the insurance company because it's pointless, but the lady from his insurance company, I'd want to say, like called, and I don't really know if he had insurance. I don't really know the story, but it's, I mean, yeah, I don't really know all of the details, but she was asking me questions that she knew I couldn't answer, like exactly how far away was I from the car in front of me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure a lot of you, or if any of you have ever worked for insurance or know somebody that works for insurance, you're going to be like, these are the questions they have to ask. Okay, but please understand that like a little bit of empathy could have gone a long way. Like if she had shown any sympathy, any empathy, like felt at all guilty. I'm not, granted, though, she's not guilty, it's the person driving that car, whatever. Anyways, yeah, she was incredibly rude, and that just made things 100,000 times worse. And that was a very rough few days for me, and the next few weeks. So I'd gotten a new car. Well, I'd gotten a new used car. Yeah, I'd gotten a new used car after that. And something people don't realize also is people would be like, wow, like are you so excited, like you got a new car? But I didn't get it in a way I wanted it. Like I would have rather kept my old car and not have gone through that. Yeah, like that was traumatizing. I'm dead serious. When I was driving, once I got in my like new used car and I was driving after that, like I could not look at my rear view mirror unless I was turning. Like I knew if I was changing lanes or turning or whatever and I had to look at my rear view mirror, I would. But I'm not. I used to like look at it when I was like at a stoplight to see like how close is the car behind me, or like is the car behind me like on my tail, like so do I need to like move out of their way? Are they like a crazy person? I just stopped looking at it, you know? Okay, well that was really mood killer, buzzkill. But long story short, yeah, that lady was incredibly rude, but the way she, like the demeanor, her demeanor acted like it was my fault or I was at fault. Like if that helps any of you understand, like the way her questions were worded, it was very, very like suggestive, like trying to find any reason it could possibly be my fault. I was like, it's just devastating. Like you are so traumatized. I was emotionally and mentally traumatized. They didn't do a concussion test. They decided that with my stomach being empty and me feeling so nauseous, putting all that radiation in my body is not worth it. And that if I showed the exact signs of a concussion, like if I actually did throw up, or the next day I threw up, or the pain got so unbearable, you know, any of those signs, then they would have me come back into the ER and I do a concussion test. But so they decided not to do that. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, it was just like her. So yeah, I was mentally and emotionally traumatized. Like getting in the car after that, I wanted to avoid traffic so freaking badly. Like I would drive X amount before class to try to avoid traffic, which is still unrealistic because now I wake up 2 hours before class, so I have like an hour to get ready or whatever, and then I leave an hour before class when normally it takes 30 minutes to get there. But it is what it is. But I mean, this was like evening rush hour anyways, so sometimes I'll like stay at school like an hour later or something just to do what I can to avoid rush hour. Doesn't always work. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was a buzzkill. But the point of the story was, at the end of the day, that insurance company admitted that their client or whatever was at fault, which good, because he was. But yeah, and we never had to work with that lady again, so I'm glad, because she was incredibly rude, but whatever. Okay, sorry about that buzzkill. Okay, next thing that was huge in my life, I got a dog, and she's a 10-year, vet says she's 10 years old, chocolate lab, and I'm gonna do like a little short snippet, like a video of her, because I don't want this video to get too long. But yeah, I'll like introduce her in the like next video, and I'll keep that one short. Basically, we tried for a long, that sounds like we're like trying to have a baby. No, we like applied and whatever, and went to all these adoption places, these shelters. They all had puppies, or a dog that might be aggressive, or a dog that couldn't be with males, dog that couldn't be with females, or a dog that couldn't be with cats. Like, there's just always something, or the dog already had like 10 people that wanted that dog. Like, there was always something. Anyways, eventually we got her, and this was not through an adoption agency, this was not through a shelter, this was through a person in my community that said that she knew somebody who was trying to rehome their chocolate lab. And if you know like breeds, then you would know that sorry, I'm getting a phone call. One moment, please. Why? Okay, oops. Anyways, if you know labs in general, they're known for being family dogs. So, and then this one was particularly older. Her owner said she's 7, but the vet thinks she's about 10. But yeah, labs are known for being like family dogs. And oh, since she's particularly older, she doesn't care about cats. Like, she doesn't move for the cats. She just doesn't try to chase them, doesn't bark at them, which is just what we needed, so that's great. Yeah, I'll do a little video on her. Her name's Brownie, 10-year-old chocolate lab. And then the next thing that's also really amazing in my life is that I'm sure you guys never thought you would hear this, or it's been a long time coming, but I started seeing somebody, and he makes me so incredibly happy. Like, I'm not the kind of person that feels like I need somebody to make me happy. I'm happy by myself. Like, I'm a happy person, but when he's around me, I'm like glowing, I'm radiating, like I'm so happy. God, that sounds so cheesy. But yeah, I'll probably do a separate video on him too. But his name's Andrew, and we've been talking for a little bit over like 2 months, and about 3 weeks ago we started dating, like in a relationship dating. Like, we went on dates before that, and then like 3 weeks, so I guess like we talked like a month before we started dating. Does that make sense? Duh, I think so. Yeah, this was a really long video. Yeah, so sorry. I'm trying to keep things short, but yeah, those are my 3 updates. One of them is terrible, 2 of them are amazing. I got a dog and a boyfriend. I know, 2 things people probably thought would not happen for a long time, but I'm really happy, and I'm in a good place now, like mentally and emotionally, after the car accident. Like, I'm driving, I would like to say I'm in a good place. I'm not back to like normal. I'm not like, let me stare at my rearview mirror to see how close the people are behind me. I still don't do that unless I, need to, but I have gotten better over time, and I think that it's obviously just gonna take time, and it's gonna continue to get better, and I anticipate that soon it'll be like back to normal. Like I used to love driving, absolutely love driving. Like I would when people were like, then when I want to drive, like I would always volunteer. I just thought it was like fun. And then you can like control so that nobody's driving like 10 miles under the speed limit or 500 miles over the speed limit. Like you are in control. But after the accident, I hated it, and I would try to convince anybody to drive me for any reason. Andrew was like, you would always try to find a reason to get me to drive, and he's not wrong. That's very true. I guess end of August, end of September. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I'm definitely doing well. Okay, longest update ever. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm gonna do a vlog about Brownie, my chocolate lab, and then I will try to do some kind of boyfriend video. I'm not really sure how much Andrew really wants to be on the vlog yet, but I will do like a little vlog about him. But okay, anyways, yep, that's all. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.